full of love. Emma, if you are hearing this, then I am no longer beside you, and I wish more than anything that I could change that. Please do not blame yourself. You gave me a beautiful life. You gave me a home that always felt warm. You gave me a daughter who became my greatest blessing. Every single day with you and Lily was a gift that I never took for granted. Emma could barely breathe. Tears rolled down her face as she listened to every word. It felt as though Daniel was sitting beside her once again. His voice sounded so real that for a moment she forgot he was gone. Daniel continued. There is something I never told you because I hoped I would always have more time. 6 years ago, before Lily started school, I was diagnosed with a heart condition. The doctors said it could become dangerous one day, but they also said I might live for many years. I chose not to tell you because I never wanted you to spend every day worrying about me. I wanted us to laugh instead of fear. I wanted Lily to remember a happy father, not a sick one. Emma covered her face with both hands. She remembered all the times Daniel had insisted he was only tired from work. She remembered the nights he quietly sat down after climbing the stairs. She remembered asking if he wanted to see a doctor and him smiling as if everything was fine. Now every memory felt different. Daniel spoke again. Please forgive me for keeping that secret. I know secrets can hurt the people we love, but I never wanted my illness to become the center of our lives. There is one more thing you need to know. Inside my toolbox in the garage there is a false bottom. I built it myself years ago. Under it you will find a small metal box. Everything inside belongs to you and Lily. Emma immediately stood from the chair. Her heart raced as she hurried toward the garage carrying the phone in one shaking hand. The rain outside grew heavier as thunder echoed across the neighborhood. She found the old wooden toolbox sitting exactly where Daniel had always kept it. With trembling fingers she searched until she noticed a hidden wooden panel. She slowly lifted it. Beneath it rested a small silver box. Emma stared at it, unable to move. For several seconds she simply cried, then she opened it. Inside were several envelopes, a bundle of cash, a folder filled with documents, a small gold key, and dozens of handwritten letters. Each envelope had a name. One said Emma. Another said Lily age 8. Then Lily age 10. Lily age 13. Lily graduation. Lily wedding day. And finally one that simply read, Open when you miss me most. Emma pressed the letters against her chest and sobbed harder than she ever had before. She returned to the living room and continued listening to. Daniel laughed softly. I knew you would find the box. You always were too curious to ignore a mystery. Emma smiled through her tears. It sounded exactly like one of his jokes. Then his voice became serious again. The documents inside will explain everything. There is enough money to keep the house. I spent years quietly saving every extra dollar, because I wanted to make sure my girls would always have a safe place to call home. Please promise me you will never sell the house unless you truly want to. Every wall inside that home holds our story. Emma looked toward the family photographs hanging on the wall. She remembered painting the living room together. She remembered Lily taking her first steps across that same floor. She whispered, Promise. Daniel continued. There is also something else inside the folder. Please do not ignore it. A few years ago I met a little boy named Noah during one of my volunteer projects. He lost both of his parents in a car accident. Whenever I looked at him I imagined what would happen if Lily ever lost us. I promised him that if he ever needed help I would never disappear from his life. Emma frowned with confusion. She slowly opened the folder. Inside she found photographs of Daniel smiling beside a young boy around 9 years old. There were birthday pictures, Christmas pictures, school certificates, and a legal document with Daniel's signature. Daniel had secretly been paying for the boy's education every month for the last 5 years. Emma covered her mouth in complete shock. She had never heard the name Noah before. Daniel's voice grew softer. Emma, if I am gone before Noah becomes an adult, I hope you will meet him. Not because you owe me anything, but because every child deserves someone who refuses to give up on them. I know the kindness inside your heart. I know you better than anyone. If anyone can keep that promise alive, it is you. Emma looked once more at the smiling photograph of the little boy. Daniel laughed softly. I knew you would